From terminal to triumph. The night the hospital lights flickered in and out, I stood frozen in the sterile hallway, clutching a crumpled piece of paper with the word terminal scrawled across it. There was a time when I thought that word marked the end of my story, a punctuation to a life I hadn't yet fully lived. But as the shadows grew longer and the world outside seemed to blur into nothingness, a small, stubborn flicker of defiance ignited within me. It was a spark that refused to be quenched, whispering that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't the end at all. In the days that followed, I found myself wandering through the labyrinthine corridors of despair and hope, where each corner held potential for either surrender or fight. I started with small steps, literal ones, pacing the hospital floor every morning, feeling the rhythm of my heartbeat as a defiant drum against the silence of my fear. With each step, I began to reclaim my narrative, weaving threads of resilience into the fabric of my existence. The nurses became my allies, their encouragement the chorus that propelled me forward, reminding me that I was not alone in this battle. I began to see my life not as a series of unfortunate events but as a story worth telling, one where adversity sharpened my spirit rather than dulled it. I took up painting, letting the colors run wild on the canvas, each stroke a testament to the strength simmering beneath my scars. Friends who once knew me as a shadow stood in awe of my transformation, their belief in me a mirror reflecting back a person I was only beginning to recognize. Through creation, I found healing, through connection, I found purpose, and through perseverance, I discovered my own light. And so, when the time came to leave the hospital, I did not look back with regret but with gratitude. The journey had taught me that hope is not a finite resource but a renewable one, powered by the will to overcome and the courage to rebuild. In becoming my own beacon, I learned that the true measure of strength is not the absence of fear, but the audacity to shine despite it. As I stepped out into the world, the sun warm against my face, I realized that life was not simply about surviving, but about thriving, and I was ready to do just that.